Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Tamim. I have a topic with me from the recently conducted July 2021 INI CET. Please introduce yourself, tell your name, your college.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. My name is Abhinaya Bhuvesh. I'm from Bangalore Medical College, and I was a regular batch student at the Bhatia Institute in Bangalore itself.
Right, Abhinay, I think this has been a very difficult time. For you, I think this is because of the pandemic, plus you had to stay at home and you are, in that lockdown. So many lockdowns happened in
Yeah.
between. So you did face, and actually, what happens is ki many people feel your batch got more time. I feel the other way. I feel when you have too much time and the exam keeps getting postponed, then you lose steam, you lose
Yeah.
focus, and it's very difficult unless somebody's got really very good stamina. It's difficult to persist. So we all are keen on listening to your journey. What was your rank, first of all?
I got a rank of 59 in the recently
59.
conducted INI
Yeah.
exam.
So 59th rank, I think more than 50, 60,000 people must have given the exam. So to get a two-digit rank itself is amazing. So we are all keen in understanding how you did it. So whatever you can tell about your journey, when you started preparing, when you thought of starting for the entrance exam, anything you can suggest, please go
Yes.
ahead.
So, hello, everyone. So, I did my UG from Bangalore Medical College, and I actually joined foundation batch in third year. But that time it was just to build my concepts and to get an idea of coaching. Actually, it didn't really make an effect, I would say, in my preparation towards INI this time. But definitely it gave me an idea of this is all I need to know, these are all the concepts that should be clear. My preparation started only after internship. That is after that, and that time we had that first wave of COVID and there was a lockdown, so we only had online classes that time. The classes were every day, so that kept you on track for preparing. So you never missed a day where you didn't study, so you had to study every day, because next day you had to keep up with the syllabus, otherwise you'd fall back. And then in during that time I would just watch the classes, then that day whatever notes were there I would read that and try to finish questions.
Okay.
And then we had subject wise tests, and those tests were very long, and they had almost 200 to 200, sometimes even 300 questions. So it gave you an idea of everything that could be asked in that particular subject, and also they covered all the past year questions as well. Then the first INI was in November that time, and we already got the news that NEET was postponed. It was not be in Jan, so many people started focusing on INI. But I couldn't finish my revision, and actually, frankly speaking, I was not very exam oriented for for that INI. Though I just read my notes and thought, yeah, that'll be enough to get me through. But actually, that's different. For INI, I think it's you need to prepare according to that exam. You can't just be, I'll just finish my notes, I'll just mug up everything, and I'll go and appear, and I'll get the rank. You have to focus on that exam. So I got a rank of 750 in that exam. Then I just started preparing for NEET because we had no other option. We had to prepare till April. So everyone was in that mindset that, yeah, we'll be done by April, it'll be over. Our long journey from almost it was a year by the time. So everyone was sort of fed up of just reading again and again. But you have to just keep going. There's no other way. Like you have to keep reading.
So I think that was the main thing that got you through.
Yeah.
Many people got fatigued out in between, and I
Yes.
think they lost
I
focus.
think even till April, people were focused. I would say, at least in my batch, many people they were ready for that exam. There were GTs, and then Bhatia had introduced that 10 GT series, which was quite helpful actually. They were quite frequent, and it kept us on our toes. Even if we didn't read or something, we knew, okay, we had a GT or we had a GCLT that we had to prepare for. So that postponement, that April postponement was the big hit in our batch, I would say, because everyone was really motivated to give the exam and be done with it. 2 days before the exam, that mindset is really disturbed. So I think that was the big hit, and whoever recovered from that, I think has, I mean, they
So
have really got.
how fast after that April thing were you able to come
I
back on studies?
actually I took 2 weeks off. I didn't study
Mm.
because we didn't have an exact date. They just told it's
Postponed.
postponed. At least if they told maybe 2 months, 3 months, we'd have had some kind of a plan. they just said it was postponed, so I didn't study at that time. But then I thought, okay, maybe I can't go with the traditional finishing anat, finishing physio. So I thought I'll make some group of three of us. We thought we'll do system wise. So we'll do neurology, then we'll do cardiology, and do the MCQs of that part.
Okay.
Because nowadays these apps are very helpful in that. These question bank apps, you can just select your cardiology or neurology and do those questions. So they'll help you. You have that option as well. Since we had time, we could do all this
Additional
system
things.
wise, and we could plan these different things. Definitely, it'll be different for people who just take a 1 year course, the usual course that is there.
True. So, how useful was that group study that you had?
It was quite useful because you get an input from some, like, basically the idea of group study is when you teach, you learn better.
True.
When you teach, that stays in your head for longer. It could be a factual thing, you just tell it, or you make a mistake while teaching. That is the best thing to do, I feel. You make a mistake and your friend corrects you, will never forget that. So that is, I think, an advantage. But make sure the group is not too big and they're all serious in their preparation. You will really learn better when you teach or when you make a mistake while teaching. But that also didn't last long because immediately after we started, they said INI is in 20 days. So then we had to make a strategy that how do we cover all these notes and so much that we've done. So then we thought, okay, let's just focus on last year questions because AIMS is known for picking up topics or questions from past years. And that was true in this exam as well. Most of it was a repeat topic and few were repeat questions as well, I would say.
Okay.
So so my advice for AIMS or INI would be do your past year questions and then read your notes, or read your notes first after your class, do your past year questions, and then again read your notes. Just do a fast reading. All the topics that are important will automatically get settled in your head. Okay, these are important. So you can maybe take a note of it in a separate notebook that these are important topics and consolidate it. So for me, that made a difference. So if pharmacology, say you're reading anti-epileptics, by the time you reach some drug, you've already forgotten which class it was. What is a sodium blocker? What is it is an NMDA blocker? You don't know. So you make a chart, and or you just write it in a notebook. Everything in one go. So it really sticks, especially these factual and volatile things.
So you made a separate
one
notebook for it.
notebook or any chart or a paper where you just write down the antifungals in one go or a diagrammatic way. You'll really remember it better. And one more book that I would suggest is the Step 1 book.
That's step one, first aid.
Yes, first aid book, which I got it very late in my prep. Tamim sir, Rajat sir used to recommend it during the course as
Was
well.
it useful in your exams?
Yes, sir, it was useful. I would say there were many mnemonics or the way of learning that, like some statements itself in biochemistry, keep it quite conceptual. So that really sticks to you that, okay, why there is increased fatty acid synthesis in alcoholics. So those statements sort of stick to you and that concept sticks to you. Even the factual topics, they presented it in a very good way, I feel.
Great. So I think you got a taste of both the regular face-to-face classes also
Yes,
and online classes.
Yes, sir.
Did you find any big difference between the two, or what is your feeling about the two patterns of teaching?
Face to face is I think I would have fared better if it was a face to face class. If it was, usually they have a weekly a marathon of classes of 2-3 days and then you have some time to study.
True.
Maybe I would have done. Maybe that would have suited me better. That's my personal opinion. But people did very well with the daily classes as well, with the online classes. Only thing with online classes, I feel you need more stamina because in a live class, you have everyone around you and that energy is there. Everyone's sitting with you and you feel you have to give your 100% attention. Because you're at home and it's a screen that you're staring at, you need that
persistence,
self,
the willpower.
motivation to, I will sit for it. Surgery classes were very long. They used to go from 9 to 10 in the night. So sometimes we're eating and everything in front of the screen.
Okay.
So you should have that persistence, I will give my 100%, even though it's an online, I'm just staring at a screen. But class is different. That
Face to
That
face, you get
face
a
to
more.
face is different.
But I think online, the number of doubts people used to post
Yes,
and
sir.
the amount for me as a teacher,
Yes.
I think face to face, very few people have that thing to stand up in between the class and ask.
Definitely.
In a room at home, when they are typing the question, I think anybody can type any
Yes.
question. So lots of people typing questions, and that many queries I never got in so many
Definitely.
years in my teaching.
Yeah,
So
that
we were able
was
to discuss more.
yes, sir. That because that one person asking it out actually solves 10 others' doubts.
Doubts. Okay.
That is definitely an advantage. That is, I mean, there are pros and cons for everything. Because we don't have an option right now. This is a COVID time, is an extraordinary time.
True.
So you have to roll with the punches. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the fact. You have to find your own way. Actually, this whole prep has taught me you have to find your own way. There's people will tell you 10,000 things to prepare.
True.
You have to follow the basic things. Hard work, you know, everyone knows. I think everyone who's preparing is hardworking, who's ready to give in a day 10 hours. But you, in the end, somewhere you have to find that your way,
Your own
your
pattern
own
of what your
pattern.
weaknesses
Yes.
are, what your strengths are.
That you
Absolutely.
that only you can do.
True.
That you have to ask yourself. It's been a very long journey, so I'm saying all this.
No, it's really nice to listen to your story and your whatever difficulties you faced.
Yes.
And I'm sure this will be a learning lesson for those who are watching this, and they will learn from this and they'll adapt better, so they are able to start properly and whatever mistakes you make, you can convey that to the others. Ki, I think if I had got another chance, this is what I would have done. So anything you thought that was there like that?
So from first day only, you should say this is my journey. I'm not gonna compare myself to the gold medalist of my batch or to some senior who got rank 1 in that respective entrance exam. This is your journey. You start from whatever you know. You know nothing, okay, you know nothing. Just start from there. And always your studies should be focused on that exam. Sometimes I think we lose focus and we are just kind of reading the subject and oh, I need to understand it better. I didn't do it well in UG, so let me cover it up during my coaching. It won't work. You have 19 subjects. Always realize that you have 19 subjects and you can't give medicine like 120 days.
True.
It won't
So
work.
basic point is it's just impossible to finish everything. You
Yes,
just
sir.
have to have
You have
priority
to-
about most important to least important.
And
Very nice.
so that's from first day you should realize that and always prepare for the exam. That exam is what, that 3.5 is what you're preparing for. All these months of prep is for 3.5 hours. Always keep that in mind. And also that last 7 days revision, I think it will help every time you finish a subject. Just make a note, can I finish this in a day? Can I finish all the important topics of the subject in one day? In that 7 days, you would want to see all the important topics, and that time you'll be lost. What is important? I don't know. I just read it. So that I think as you finish the subject, just keep a note. What are the important things that I have to see right before the exam? So that will also help. I think from first only, if you do, it will help. I realized this very, very late in my prep. So that I think one thing is very important.
Okay. So how useful were the class notes? Or did you think you had to add a lot of stuff to the class notes, or they were just enough?
No, so class notes were all the high yield, all the last year topics, anything new that could be asked were also covered in the notes. Actually, notes are complete by themselves. Questions are your practice. So, how are you recollecting your notes? I think that's what the questions test. It's not, questions are not there to give you new information. And I don't think I've remembered a lot of new information from the questions.
Okay.
Notes are your base. Yes, if you can add on and remember, it's very good. But questions are your practice. How are you able to recollect? I think that's what the questions test.
True. Were you able to attend the vibe session?
Yes, sir, I attended the vibe session. At the end of our classes, we had
A vibe, session, where we discussed all the images
Yes,
and all
sir,
that.
yes.
Right. So I think you've given a very elaborate picture to all those who are watching this about how they should prepare and how focused they should be. Any final tips for your juniors?
I would wish them all the best. It's a long journey. It's a tough journey. Have people around you who will support you, who will believe in you. It's really important to have people to have friends who will support you, who will give you a different view of how to approach things. Sometimes during my journey, I got stuck. I didn't know my GT scores were not improving, and like I was asking around, but nothing worked. So all this getting, okay, maybe step one, the book would help, or discussing in a group would help. So these tips you'll only get if you have supportive people around you. So having a support system is very important. And just be sure I'll crack it. Just be sure of yourself. Self confidence is very, very important in this exam. You have to be sure of yourself. And just don't worry about others' journey. It is your journey and it's in your hands to shape it. So that's what I would tell them. And I wish them all the best.
Great, great. So fantastic. Congratulations to you. I
Thank
hope
you,
you
sir.
go on to have a wonderful career in the
Thank you
future.
so much.
Thank you so much.